What's up, everyone? Today we're playing some Lotus Petition Combo. This deck's kind of like a different version of the typical Lotus combo. So this version adds Dark Petition and Behold the Beyond. So what makes this version different than the typical version is that it is a way to get around having Narset in play. So when the opponent has Narset in play, it turns off all our draw effects, like specifically Pour Over the Pages and Peer into the Abyss. Let's talk about what these cards do. So with this version, we've added Behold the Beyond, which says discard your hand, search your library for 3 cards, put them in your hand, then shuffle. So before this deck, you probably haven't seen this card before because I hadn't either. With the typical combo with Emergent Ultimatum is we would grab Omniscience, Pour Over the Pages, and Peer into the Abyss, and then pretty much win from there. With that version, you'll see I did the video before this one I did on that version. So if you're curious about that version, you can check it out on my Lotus playlists on my YouTube. So basically the way this combo works is once you cast Emergent Ultimatum, make sure you have blue floating. You'll grab Behold the Beyond, Omniscience, and Dark Petition. If they give you Behold the Beyond and Dark Petition, you put Dark Petition on the stack first, and then Behold the Beyond resolves, and then you can get strings, and then you get 2 hidden strings and Omniscience. Once Petition resolves, that can get Balagid Recovery, and then you can cast strings off of the Dark Petition mana, plus the blue you have floating, which will be enough for Omniscience. Then you can Balagid Recovery for Behold the Beyond again. After you cast Emergent Ultimatum, they give you Omniscience and Behold, then you just pretty much win. And if they give you Omniscience and Dark Petition, you also just win. So this specific combo works if your opponent has Narset in play, but as long as they don't have anything for graveyard like Rest in Peace, because then we're not able to get anything back with Balagid Recovery. In the sideboard in this version, we're running 3 Leyline of Sanctity for any hand disruption or targeted hate. We have our win con most of the time, which is Approach of the Second Sun. We have 3 Natural State for Damping Sphere or Deafening Silence or anything like that. Thought Distortion just for counters or for just opponent spells. To Ugin. Ugin's great. Our other Thought Distortion. We have 3 Anger the Gods for those aggro matchups, and Stern Dismissal just as like a flexible catch-all. So we'll see how this version works out. If this package is even necessary. This is pretty much like the Anti-Narset package here, but we can also just win with normal Emergent Ultimatum combo, just get Pour Over the Pages, Omniscience, and Peer into the Abyss, and we just win from there. So yeah, that's pretty much the deck. If you're enjoying these videos, make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave a nice comment down below, and let's get into the games. All right, welcome to round 1. Let's see what we got. This is a pretty good hand here, pretty perfect hand actually. It has Lotus Field, Thespian Stage, it has Ramp, has our 2 lands that we can sacrifice Lotus Field, and it has our payoff and some dig. This is pretty much like all you could ask for. So we get to start with Sanctum, play Grazer, put Temple of Mystery, we get to Scry. Do we want that? No, we don't need that right now. We're kind of looking for hidden strings and Pour Over the Pages. Oath of Nissa. So this is like the mono green aggro deck, which I'd rather have them start with Oath of Nissa than a Llanowar Elf for that ramp. There's the Mystic. A land, so we will tap like this, play Lotus Field, and Shimmer. Here we can get probably just Vizier. Let's think for next turn we're gonna play Thespian Stage, copy it, then pass. We just kind of want as much mana as we can get. We already have Peer into the Abyss. So we're just looking for more mana producing cards. Yeah, they're probably going to play out their Llanowar Elf after Burning Tremissary, I guess. And it's good that we have this Arboreal Grazer just to kind of save time, save some life here. Another Shimmer. So we can actually do this. So we can cycle here, untap, draw, play Thespian Stage, copy that, and Shimmer on the same turn. Pretty good. All right, all these cards are pretty bad. We don't want Omniscience in our hand. We could get Balaged. That's what we're going to do here. But so far, those have been all misses. Here, we want to... Definitely, if we find hidden strings, we win. Or just... Actually, we just win next turn because we can... Alright, 6 mana. We win next turn, so we're going to play Coast and just peer. Actually, no, we don't. Vorinclex, okay. Trample Haste. I was thinking this was another card. Does this do anything? No, it's just counters. I was thinking this was a Emergent Ultimatum. Then we would just win. Now we have to... We could peer, but that leaves us with no mana and a bunch of cards in hand, and then we go down to 7 life, and then we just like lose, so we can't do that obviously. What do we want? We can get Shimmer back. So let's play Temple first. Put our Burrow Grazer on the bottom. Let's cast Balaged. Or let's cast Balaged Recovery. Now we'll Shimmer. We're looking for Pour Over the Pages. That's a good one. All right, now we just have to live one more turn, and we should be good to go. We're just gonna block Vorinclex here. Try to take as least life as possible. But they're gonna tap for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana with Nykthos. But they have access to 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. But I don't think they can kill us this turn. 6, 7, 8, 9. Unless they have something crazy. Alright, Scavengers we don't care about. Hopefully they just use the mana to Nice. Okay. So they're afraid of like stuff in our yard, but we don't play anything that really has to do with our graveyard in this version. So this is great. They're using all their mana to just do this. So we could take 6 here. We're going to do that. By 6, I mean 5. Okay. We need a good draw here. That's not a good draw. All right, let's start with Pour. Hopefully we can... Oh, phew. That's pretty awful, actually. Man, our top 10 cards have just been lands and like nothing. We have to go for it this turn. Play out Yavimaya here. So let's do this. So we're going to tap here. We're going to target ourselves. We're basically hoping to hit hidden strings. If we hit hidden strings here, we should be good to go. And we have 21 cards to look at. There we go. Okay. Now we should be off to the races here. Yes, yes, no. Okay, another hidden strings. So we have a lot of dig now. We have Shimmer, we can Vizier, Ultimatum. We have like everything. So we definitely win this turn. We also have a Dark Petition that we can just go get Omniscience and win that way also. So let's just start by digging a little more. And we're looking to hit, we can hit Omniscience, that would be awesome. So let's pour here for some deeper digging. And it looks like they're thinking if they want to eat something, but it doesn't matter what they do with Scavenging Ooze. All right, so we untap this. We drew more strings and all that. So we'll just cycle here. We could always just hidden strings into Petition for Omniscience and then cast everything. So we're probably going to do that next. Just seeing if we could draw. Okay, so there's Fairy. So we're going to Dark Petition here. And obviously we have 2 more instants or sorceries in our graveyard, so we get 3 black. All right, we're going to grab Omniscience. Cast Omniscience. And then we just pop off. So now we can cast Granite with Omniscience, go get Approach. Cast Approach. Then we can Shimmer. Doesn't matter what we get. Shimmer again. Get Approach. And cast Approach. And that's game. Turn 5. Love it. Alright, against mono green aggro, the most obvious sideboard choices are Anger the Gods. We can bring in an Ugin. And we can take out the Behold the Beyond package here. All these are kind of slow and clunky for a mono green deck. We'll actually bring in Stern Dismissal because they're all creature focused, so this can out tempo. Then we could always hit an elf or something like that. So let's bring in these 4. And I don't think that they have much to bring in because they're just pretty aggro. So we'll just try it like this. So we have 4 lands and a lot of good utility spells, but we don't have Thespian Stage or Lotus Field. So, and we also don't have an Arboreal Grazer too, so we can kind of mold to this one. This hand, we would pitch on. Nah, this hand's not very good either. So we have two big spells. So we're already on like a mod of 5 here, and then we have like a turn 2 Shimmer. All right, we'll keep this hand because it has Grazer, 2 lands, and we will pitch Dark Petition and Ugin. Because those are just kind of too expensive here. And we're going to start with the Temple of Mystery also. It kind of stinks that these are both tap lands, but we're going to start with Temple here. Keep Lotus Field. Pass. Now we can play Balagad Recovery tapped and Grazer and Lotus Field next turn. Alright, opponent's popping off a little bit there. So let's play this tapped. Play Grazer. And then we can block comfortably against Burning Tree, but hopefully they don't have too many things. We also have Stern Dismissal here for tempo, which is nice. Vivian Arcbow, that's not good for us. All right, 4/4. Not very nice. Sylvan Scrying. So we're gonna go get Thespian Stage. Play it. Unfortunately, we can't copy anything. And we also had to make green mana, so we can't use the blue for anything either. This is going to be rough. We're probably going to take 6 here, depending on what. Probably cast a creature and then put counters on something. Because next turn we will copy Stage and depending on what we draw, maybe we can Stern or Shimmer. Destroy. All right, we don't care about this card. We don't have anything for it to target. So this is 7. If we block like that. That's trample, so it doesn't really matter. Emergent Ultimatum. So this is tough because we're definitely going to copy this. I kind of wish we drew a land there. But now we have to Stern Dismissal. This creates 2 mana, but it's like the largest. So we're gonna bounce that. And it doesn't look like they had anything to play last turn because they kept a mana open, so I think it's fine if we give them that. And then next turn, if we draw Hidden Strings, we win. If we draw any like untap cards, so Pour Over the Pages, Hidden Strings, anything like that, we're probably gonna pour into Shimmer and then hopefully find something between 7 looks. Kogla. So I'm going to cast Kogla here. After Burning Tree, I guess. So we definitely have to go off next turn or we lose. This doesn't fight anything we care about. They do have Decimator. For next turn, I guess. I'm gonna take 2 here. And this is the turn. Temple of Mystery. Not what we wanted to see. So let's start with that so we can scry this to the bottom. Start with Pour. Yeah, we're looking for strings or another Pour or oof. Wow, we've really been missing here. Pitch a stage. I'm gonna try to Shimmer. Pour another, that's good. Is Anger good enough? It's gonna have to be. Well, let's start with Shimmer first. Maybe we can hit a strings here. Wow, we've really been missing hard. So we're going to grab Shimmer and tap a red here. And we have to Anger. We Anger, we get rid of all these. They can pump this to a 9. But Decimator is 10. When you cast a spell, we can emerge, that emerges for 9. But they'd have to get rid of. Alright. So we're just gonna have to do this. We'll see if they can kill us this turn. If not, again, we should be able to go off. It sucks that we missed so hard. Alright, so they are gonna play Decimator. With Trample Haste. Interesting. Okay. Not sure what's going on there. So let's start with, well, let's see. We have Balagat Recovery, so we could always get back a Pour, but that's not what we want. That's not the winning line here. So we need to start with a Shimmer. There's Hidden Strings. So we'll get tap for green, blue, Yes, yes, no. So now we can tap for black, blue, cast the Emergent Ultimatum. Now we can get Omniscience, Pour, and we already have Peer in hand, so we can get we'll just get Hidden Strings here. So they're going to give us, they're obviously not going to give us Omniscience, so they're going to give us Hidden Strings and Pour, which is fine because we can cast Peer. So we will, and then this. So untap, discard Sylvan Scrying, tap like that. Then we use Hidden Strings abilities like that. Now we can Peer, target ourselves. And looking for Omniscience is at the bottom, right? But we have enough to just like go off here. So we're just going to use our Hidden Strings. We can also, mastermind, what's this? Mastermind's acquisition here, so we can actually just go get Omniscience. And then we can win that way. Play, cast Omniscience. Now we can cast Granted. We can just win the same way we won the first game. Approach. Then we can Shimmer. Let's find our Shimmers here. We don't have Shimmers. I guess we use them all. Do we have any Balageds? We do have a Balaged. We can just get Mastermind acquisition. Search our library for a card, search for Approach, get Approach, cast with Omniscience, and win. There we go. Cool. That was game one. All right, welcome to round two. This hand is terrible, not a keep. No lands. Lotus Field doesn't count here. So we're going to mulligan. Here, I think we're going to keep this hand and just pitch Behold because it has two lands. It has ramp and some dig for finding what we need. We also don't want to go to 5. It's like not the worst. So both of these come and play tapped, so we'll play this. Don't think so. There's an argument to get it to keep Balaged in hand and just cast our spells. So this is Yorion. So could be a lot. That's a good draw. So we can play that. And we can Shimmer here. Looking for a Lotus Field. And we found it and put 3 lands to the bottom. That's really good. So next time we're going to play Balaged Recovery. And play Lotus Field, getting rid of Balaged and Temple of Mystery so we can keep Thespian Stage. So they cast Omen of the Sea. They put 2 cards on the bottom of their library. That's a pretty good Omen then. So we're not going to be able to go off until Chain to the Rocks does nothing against us. We're not going to be able to go off until like turn 5 here. But that's okay. So we're going to play this tapped, play our Boreal Grazer, put Lotus into play, Sacrifice these 2 lands and pass. So if this is like a Fires deck, not 100% sure. Main phase opt. Maybe they're looking for lands. Fire Prophecy. So they're probably just using that to... Oh wow, so they are digging for lands. They're missing them. So we can... I guess we don't have to rush. Because they're missing land drops. Because we could tap, Hidden Strings untap, and do some things. But let's just copy this for this turn. Play Blast Zone and pass. Because we could, theoretically, we could Hidden Strings now, but I'd rather have like the 6 mana float. I end up having the 4 mana floating than just no mana floating. And they have Censor and counter spells, I guess, to play around. Wow, they're really not hitting the land drops, so that's really good for us. So let's start with a pour. Kind of hit them while they're down here. I mean, we bricked also. Ah, man, that stinks. So what can we do here? We have Dark Petition. Mastermind's Acquisition. We have like everything here. So let's think. So if we cast Dark Petition here, then we can go get, then we'll get 3 more mana, so we have 5, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I think Hidden Strings. And then we can cast Acquisition here. No, we don't want to tap like that. We can tap for a black and a blue. So we have access to 15 mana. 15. Go down 4, so I'll have 10. We could grant it. Is there anything we would want to grant it for our sideboard? Because we could... Because we could just get Ugin. Ugin's probably not going to win the game. We could get Thought Distortion because all they have is stuff in their hand. I'm going to search our library for a card here. Oh shit, I tapped badly. Fuck. Alright, I guess we're just gonna grab Omniscience here. Cast Granite with Omniscience. I guess grab Ugin. Play that and pass. So I wanted to grab Peer into the Abyss there. Peer would have won. I just accidentally tapped too many black. It's not good. We can bring this back to our hand though. Discard these, put it back to our hand. Cast this. Go get a Thought Distortion. And see what they have. Okay. So yeah, that play could have been a lot smoother, but alright, so we are definitely gonna bring in these Thought Distortions here. This deck runs Narset. It's like Transmogrify, just like 4 color. But they definitely have a really good sideboard for us. So with Deafening Silence, Dovin's Vetoes, just so many counters. So this matchup should be pretty tough. We were just fortunate they missed on lands. So we're definitely going to bring in Natural State here. And what do we get rid of? Swan Song's good. Grazer. It's good for creatures, but we don't have to be super fast. We're just kind of playing the board out. Bring in 1 Ugin. We'll try this. We'll try pitching an Emergent Ultimatum. Yeah, so since this is a Narset deck, maybe we'll get the chance to try the new combo out. All right, this hand looks pretty good. We have all the necessary lands. We just need some dig. So we'll see how that goes. Gonna start with a temple here. We'll keep a Swan Song on top. There's a high chance we're gonna be having counter wars here, and hopefully not lose to Dovin's Veto. So I'll play another. Don't need Someone's Crying. I'll just pass. They're probably like Omen or something. No. So they're taking it pretty slowly here. Let's bait out a counterspell here. Wow, they did not fall for the counterspell. Okay. They might not have one if they didn't counter that, because that's like huge. I'm just gonna go Thespian Stage, because we're gonna try to, I guess, want as much mana as possible. Cycle Triumph, okay. Guess they're pretty desperate over there then if they're doing that. End of turn cycle. So if they tap out, no, they didn't. Okay. So I don't think they're running any Field of Ruins, right? That'd be way too greedy. So we're gonna hold up Lotus Field. We're gonna hold this up. They're just gonna cycle Shark Typhoon. So we'll still hold this up, so we can always copy and hold up Swan Song. So I guess they don't have fires, or they're just like waiting to play fires. I don't know. Untapped. They shock that in. They put Yuri onto hand, and it looks like they're holding up Veto. So we can't really beat a Dovin's Veto here, but... Alright, let's start by cycling Vizier. Because we're going to just try to get the mana to pour plus copy Lotus Field here. This will most likely eat a counter here. We do have Swan Song. So they're trying to think if they want to counter pour. It sucks we're drawing all these lands. These are all like terrible dead cards here. Looks like they decided. Yep. All right, there's Dovin's Veto. We're going to copy stage here. And pass. Yeah, it seems like a fine card to counter. Another shocked land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Could be hardcast Shark Typhoon. We actually have nothing going on, which is pretty terrifying. Narset. That's unfortunate. Narset grabs Omen of the Sea. They hardcast our main phase Omen of the Sea. They put 2 cards on the bottom and draw, and a Deafening Silence. All right, they are prepared. And this is what we talked about during sideboarding. So we're going to... Did not mean to do that. We meant to cast that, not play that. That's unfortunate. All right. So we need another Dovin's Veto. Yeah, this matchup seems pretty rough on this end. I feel like the only reason we won the first game was because the opponent stumbled hard. But it looks like they have a lot of ways to beat us. They're going to go get another. So they got the draw card, discard a card. Shimmer. Shimmer gets around Narset. Guess we'll just take Thought Distortion. We can't cast it though. But it'll at least kind of clear the way for future spells. Locust God, okay. That'll probably do it, but they drew their... Also, it's funny too, again, this is like an 80 card deck and they draw a... Oh, this is the infinite combo, okay. Oh, damn. Opponent had the nuts, huh? So we have natural state. There's really nothing else we can do. We just have to either draw better or just be faster. Because our hand, our 5 was like medium, but we didn't want to go to 4 on that one. Like this hand, we can't keep. This hand's a lot better. Pitch that. Off coast. So we can get a quick start here. Another Thought Distortion, not really what we want to see. We'd love to... It's kind of stink getting rid of the Thespian stage. We'd love to draw another land so we could play Lotus. But... So now they have 2 mana open for Omen or Censor. That's a terrible draw too. We've been drawing like awful. Even though we've won, we've still been just drawing terribly. So we're gonna have to play Lotus. Sacrifice these. We're gonna cycle. Strings. Alright. That's fine. Because we definitely want to fire off this Thought Distortion, but it looks like they're going to play Narset. Yep. I'm always finding that Narset with the Dovin's Veto. Botanical Sanctum. So if we go 4 mana, if we just go black, blue, untap, untap. That'll put us to 2 mana. And then we can Thought Distortion here. 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. Okay. So maybe we could have held that because they knew they were going to activate another. But I also got rid of Omen of the Sea and other stuff that they could be doing on this turn. So actually, I think that's fine. Deafening Silence, we don't care about. We have an answer to that. Yorion to hand. They played that 1, 2, 3. This is their hand, I guess. Or they just played out one of these. we're going to do this now while they have no counter magic up and pass. But they can play a land and play Yorion and blink. Yep. Just got to find a way to get rid of... That's a good draw. Shimmer. I guess we take Balagad. And pass. This is looking kind of rough. But we're going to have to Balagad for Thespian Stage. Unless we draw it. Hidden Strings. I guess we'll save Hidden Strings. We'll get Thespian Stage. Hopefully they haven't drawn a counter in all these. They have Absorb, but... we can always fire off Thought Distortion before we pop off. It's like a big... Secure the Wastes. Ugh. Yeah, this one's not looking good. So they're just going to hold up Absorb here. And they got Deafening Silence. Ugh. We got 9 next turn. They play Silence. Yeah, they drew pretty well here. And we didn't work out for us. Unfortunate. Yeah, I don't think there's anything we can do. We can't draw cards with Narset here. Behold's not going to do anything. Damn. Alright. Alright, welcome to round 3. We are on the play. Let's check this hand out. This hand doesn't have any of our lands that we want, and it has 2 of our big spells here, so we can throw this back. This hand has no lands. So that's an obvious throwback. We will keep this because because we're on 5 and it has 2 lands, a way to get Lotus, and some digs. So we're going to throw back our 2 finishers here. And we'll start with the coast and pass. This looks like Phoenix, most likely. So we're going to summon Scrying here. Go get Lotus. Hopefully we draw a land so we can not get rid of Thespian Stage here. So yeah, this is definitely Lotus or Arclight Phoenix, as they just pitched one. We're going to start with Shimmer. Get Sanctum here. Play Sanctum out and pass. If anything, we can always Swan Song something, but I don't want to Lotus away this Thespian Stage, and they're not putting a lot of pressure on us yet, so we have time. Like if they think, or if they, I don't know what something crazy they could do, but them passing is pretty awesome. So we'll just do that now. All right. Wow, they passed with 3 mana up and they did not do anything. That is crazy. I kind of love to counter that, but we have a lot of dig going into next turn, so Lightning Axe does nothing against us, so that's a pretty good good for us. And a main phase opt, so it looks like they're struggling. If they haven't found a land drop, okay, they did find a land drop, so they're not going to discard the hand size there. But okay, that's pretty good. So we're going to start with cycling. We could maybe pop off this turn, depending on what we draw. So let's always yield, peer into the abyss, really good. So we should be good to go here. Especially if we find, oh, excuse me. Especially if we find hidden strings. Pitch that. So we're gonna pour one more time. Omniscience. Discard. Temple. Play stage. Play Omniscience, and then we just win here. So we're gonna just kind of do our combo like we usually do. That's pretty sweet. We got to do that. Looks like opponent stumbled a little bit, which obviously helped us out. So we're gonna cast that with Omniscience, and then we're going to shimmer, shimmer, shimmer. Take that. Untap, untap. Discard. Go grab approach. And we win. Sweet. It's a pretty favorable matchup, at least in the game one. So let's figure out what we want to bring in here. So against Phoenix, they're probably going to be bringing in Alpine Moon. So we can, and Alpine Moon and like counter spells and stuff like that. So we'll bring in Anger for the birds, Thought Distortion because they're a spell deck, and maybe Natural State and an Ugin. If we want to bring in this package, they also could bring in Narset. So it's kind of hard to figure out what. We don't want to overboard here, but they are primarily spells, so I don't mind bringing in the Thought Distortions here. Maybe just like this could be nice. We maybe don't need all three because it's just for the Phoenixes. But we can take out. We're gonna keep the Behold the Beyond package in. So if we bring in this. 4 cards. Grazer can be good at... I mean, Grazer's not even the greatest, to be honest. It can't block Phoenix. It can't block anything. And we don't have to be, like, incredibly fast, but maybe we can board out a land on the draw here. This hand... We're going to keep this hand. It has Lotus. It has protection against Alpine Moon. So the only thing we're worried about is maybe Narset. So here they probably have Opt or Consider. But we're going to start with the Temple. That's a good draw because we get Lotus on turn 2. We can bottom that. We're looking for Sylvan Scrying or a Thespian Stage. And they didn't do anything. They didn't have any turn 1 plays. Their hands are really interesting. I wonder if they're keeping like specifically for... I kind of want to keep... So we're going to hold Blast Zone. So let's do this. We're going to play Sanctum, play Arboreal Grazer, and then play Lotus Field. And then just pass. So now we have Blast Zone in case they have a Narset or anything like that. We actually could have brought in Stern Dismissal for Thing in the Ice. That could have been a good. So here they probably grab... They grab Trespass and Galvanic Iteration. Another Lotus Field. So we should have Shimmered first before playing Blast Zone, because if we draw a Thespian Stage, we're going to want that. We did not. Good pour. And we will pass the turn. So we don't mind them doing all this stuff. They're digging a lot, but they're not really actually doing anything, which is kind of how this deck functions. Thing in the Ice. So if they go land, Thing in the Ice, okay. Which is totally fine with us. Thought Distortion. I kind of just want to Thought Distortion them here. Let's just do that. Wow. All right, so they did have Narset. Wow, they greeted on Narset. We left them with, what did we leave them with? Hullbreaker Horror and Arclight Phoenix. That's pretty sweet, right? So now they can't really flip this. They can just start like hard casting Phoenixes, but that's not going to do much. Unless they drew a spell for turn. They did draw Consider, okay. They put Arclight in the bin. Pretty good for them. Man, not drawing lands is pretty brutal. We're gonna put Blast Zone on 2, I guess. Opt. Yeah, they're drawing well here. So all they need to do is just keep doing this. So they drew the card with Opt. It's a land. So we'll put a charge counter on here. Just in case. Come on, land. Alright. We can cycle this to draw again. We might just pour here also. Because we're not doing anything. Alright, that's a land. I guess we just pass. Because we want to tap this for mana, play Lotus Field, cast Pour maybe. 3 mana. Gotta hope they don't draw Narset Treasure Cruise. That's huge for them. All right. They have 2 mana open. Little sketchy. Let's play Lotus. Let's play Pour, see if that gets countered. Test of Talents, okay. Man, for getting their hand ripped apart, they drew like perfectly. So now they get to look through our everything and exile Pour, which Pour is a good card, but we also have some of our better cards in our hand. So we're gonna take 7 this turn. They also did Treasure Cruise, so they were able to get everything they needed. Looks like they have another counter up. Man, we had this game too, but we didn't draw what we needed. 7, 8, 9, 10. So they have lethal on board. Let's play this. So they definitely have a counter spell up, but I feel like we have to play into it. Actually could have tapped for green. Yeah. Damn, okay. Yeah, we could have tapped for green and had a blocker, but we weren't doing anything the next turn anyway. Unless we drew exactly hidden strings into whatever. So yeah, they have a lot of counter magic. If we want Stern Dismissal as just like a tempo thing, maybe. Try this. Put a Stern in for some tempo here. Alright, we can't keep this hand. It doesn't have the lands we need. Alright, this one does. We'll keep this and we'll put back Omniscience. So we're going to have all the mana we need. We just have to find... I'm going to keep this just in case. It would feel real bad to put that back and then they have like Alpine Moon or something. Alright, play Coast and pass. So next time we're going to play Lotus Field and then Thespian Stage. They dump a Phoenix in the yard. We'd like him to be on the whole creature plan. That would be ideal. Sylvan Scrying. Let's see if we can bait a counterspell with Sylvan Scrying here. We did not. Guess we'll get Blast Zone. I was really hoping that they would counter that. That's usually like one trick you can do is play unnecessary Sylvan Scryings and hope to bait the counterspell. Another 3 mana. So we'll hold this up just in case if we need Natural State at the end of their turn. But we'll see. They're hitting all their land drops. Thing in the ice. Oh, they didn't hit their land drop. Okay, that's good for us. So now we have all that mana. Unfortunately, so they have 1 mana open, so it's most likely Mystical Dispute. So we don't have to really do anything. We can just play this out. They could have absolutely nothing. They could have just enough mana to play a thing in the ice, but alright, they hit their land drop. They shocked it in. Put a charge counter on here. We would love to get Thought Distortion. That would be huge. Guess we'll just play this out and pass. We don't want to run Emergent Ultimatum into a counterspell. And it doesn't look like they're doing much. Especially the counterspells turn on Thing in the Ice, so I'm gonna play that. It's okay if we play that tapped, because we're just getting lands into play. Yeah, it looks like they have all reactive spells in hand. Or, like, I don't know, maybe Hull Breakers or something like that. They might just not want to tap out pieces. If we could draw, like, Swan Song, that'd be awesome. Alright, so now they do have a counterspell in hand, which is unfortunate. So now they have Test of Talents and Aether Gust. Yeesh. Yeah, we definitely need Thought Distortion. Probably good recovery. We're drawing, like, absolute garbage. We've drawn just too many lands. So they've more reactive spells in their hand. They can Narset. Alright, we're gonna probably end up taking this up to 3 for Narset. But they have Aether Gust and they discarded Mystical Dispute. 3 mana. 4 mana. Temporal Trespass. Take an extra turn after this? Okay. 6. They can activate Hall now too. But if they activate Hall, then we can just like go off maybe. They're not going to tap out. I think we keep this at 2 for now. We can always pump it up later. Man, we are just drawing terribly. It's insane. We've drawn like 4 straight lands. Okay, this matchup's supposed to be pretty decent-ish, but we've drawn nothing but lands, so we're just going to lose that way. Alright, Horror flipped. So now we got to decide how we're gonna... Probably gonna have to like take some shots. But they're still holding up 2 counter spells here. We like desperately need Thought Distortion. Now they're holding up 1 counter spell. Temporal Trespass again. Yeah, opponent's just hitting everything and we're not man, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we're gonna have to pop this blast soon. Stinks. We can always Bala get recovery it back, but it's just such a shame here. So they can activate this and still hold up a counterspell. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, they can activate Storm. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. They're 1 off if they do that. But now they can just like wait till this turn. We're gonna drew Swan Song. But they have 2. Nah, there's no way. We just drew way too poorly. We're gonna cast it. It's just gonna get countered. Yeah. Unfortunate. All right, welcome to round 4. This hand, unfortunately, we have to mull. It doesn't have any of the lands we need. We will keep this hand as acceleration and Lotus Field. We can ditch Behold. We've been mulliganing a lot, which I guess this deck mulligans a lot, but or has the potential. But we haven't been doing exactly what we want to be doing here. Some of the games have been good, but all right, so we'll play Arboreal Grazer, put Temple of Mystery into hand. Dark Petition, we don't want. So we're looking for Sylvan Scrying, Thespian Stage again. We're looking for those mana accelerants. This looks like, I guess, mono black. Play Lotus. Sacrifice these 2 lands. So we could cycle here, but I don't think we need to. Cycling's free and it gains us 1 mana, so we'd just kind of be throwing a mana away. Fatal Push. All right, so it looks like they might be setting on removal. Maybe start activating. All right, Sorin, that's a good one for them. Edgar, okay. So this is just like black-white vampires. Hopefully we can draw into some good stuff. Now we're gonna cycle, because I feel like if we just sit around, do nothing, we're just gonna die. Pour's pretty good. Let's pour here. We're just trying to dig for Sylvan Scrying or lands. Not hitting them, not hitting them, not hitting them. Hit like the worst. 2 lands and Omniscience. I guess we're gonna get Pour back. And then just pass. So we'll yield through this turn. Take 4. Depending on what they do. I guess give it lifelink and put a counter on it. I'm gonna take 8 here, jeez. Then we're dead next turn. Brutal, brutal, brutal. All right, let's start with Scrying. There's Thespian Stage, but now we can't even play it. Oh. We just lose, actually. Nah, I messed that up. We just lose. Jeez, man. All right, so against aggro vampires, we're going to bring in Anger the Gods and Ugin. Definitely going to bring in these 3 Leyline of Sanctities because they're going to be bringing in Go Blanks and Thoughtseizes. So let's see if we're bringing all this, what can we take out? We'll take out the Dark Petition package, Behold. We don't need all these. Trim a Balagad, Swan Song, and Ultimatum. And try it like that. Alright, we're gonna keep this hand. It has Leyline, it has a way to get Lotus, and it has, in case they go wide, we have Anchor. So this is pretty good sideboard tech here. So we'll play Temple first, get a good scry. We don't need our Boreal Grazer right now. I could play that out early as a just as a blocker, but it's not necessary. Alright, so that's a good draw because we know we have 7 scrying here to go get Lotus. Two mana for Dust Legion Zealot. That's fine. So we'll tap blue, play Lotus Field, and we can Shimmer here. Do we want Fae? Yeah, we'll grab Fae. They can't rip our hand apart, and we have a good amount of untapping and tapping and drawing here for Emergent Ultimatum. We could have gotten Balagad Recovery to get Shimmer back, but they attack for 1 here. Boreal Grazer again. I guess we're just gonna play and copy this, not do anything. Actually, we'll save some life here, and we'll play out our Boreal Grazer. And pass. And depending on what they do next turn, we can always Anger away the whole board. Another Zealot. Not doing a whole lot over there. They shock that in, so they're gonna have a 2 mana Gifted Aetherborn. Okay. So we could just wipe the whole board if we want. Let's see what we draw. Temple of Mystery. So let's start with that so we can scry. We don't need another one of these. Let's start with cycling. Maybe we can hit a Hidden Strings or something like that. Mastermind's Acquisition. It's actually pretty good. So we're gonna, if we Acquisition, we're gonna get down to 3 mana, back up to 7. 1, 2, 7. We just have to think of how to do this so that way we have the correct mana here. We could always wait. Now let's just Anger here. There might be a way to use Acquisition there to like perfectly have the mana, but not 100% sure here. But if we wait, all right, so Sorin into Champion. Pour over the pages, that's a great draw. So let's start with that. And we found Hidden Strings, that's really good. We can ditch the land. Go Hidden Strings. Untap, untap. And then we just win here. We go black, green. And then we can get our package. And that should be good. All right. So that's how the game should be like that. It's like that simple. All right, so this hand has pretty good everything. So we're gonna keep, we have Lotus Field already. We have Acceleration with our Boreal Grazer. We have Dig with Pour and Shimmer, so we're pretty well off there. We don't have any Leyline of Sanctity though, so as long as we don't get screwed in that sense. So we're gonna play this out, play our Boreal Grazer. Play a temple. Put that on the bottom and pass. So again, they could have like a go blank, which would be super annoying. They have a duress. So they could take any one of these. They take poor, that's fair. And a Thoughtseize. Probably take Scrying. No, Balaget, okay. That's fine because now we can Lotus and summon Scrying. So we're gonna have all the mana and now we just need to get the spells. So hopefully they don't have a go blank to make us pitch everything. Oh, nothing? That's huge. Let's just do this now. That's insane, actually. Damn, they hit a land. Are they gonna go Sorin? Necromentia. What are they gonna name? They named Pour Over the Pages. So they already discarded one, and there's only 2 more in the deck. Seems like a sketch name. Or like a name that someone who doesn't really know the this deck would name. This is a great card if we don't already have Lotus in play. Because next turn we can Shimmer, we can Vizier, we can draw a bunch of cards and hopefully either go off then or now. So they pass. We're going to cycle with Vizier. Start with that. See if we draw anything good. Another Lotus Field. That's not what we want to see. Start with Shimmer. Take a Hidden Strings. I guess we'll play out Sanctum. Then pass. Yeah, that was kind of a some shitty draws there. Alright, opponent hit their 4th land. I don't know what's in their hand that they're not doing anything. So we're gonna block here. Just so it can't gain we're gonna make them use their mana or not, I guess. The fact that they played their land before attacking too. Another Necromentia. Emergent Ultimatum. So that takes away a little bit. But it's not the end of the world. Jesus. We are not drawing well here. I'm going to just, I guess I'll play the land out. But I'm going to hold our Boreal Grazer in case they make us discard. So their hand so far has been Duress, Thoughtseize, and double Necromentia. This is the 3rd one? Alright, so there's the go blank. And that's why we kept... This is a weird game. Jesus. Yeah, so we're looking for... like, I guess some big spells. It's going to take a couple turns, but... So we might end up bringing in, like... I don't know. Balaget Recovery. Kind of want to save that. We're just going to keep passing again in case they like, go blank. Sorin, that's a good one. But yeah, Necromentia gets around. Or, I mean, Necromentia is prevented from Leyline, so if we have Leyline out, that stops all this. They got to play their champion. Not looking good. Temple of Mystery. Yeah, we're just flooding hard here. Another Hidden Strings. Can't draw that. I don't even know what to put Blast Zone on. If we just keep blocking this, we'll take... They're going to activate this probably. Could put it on 3, but all these are just different CMC. So we'll block here, and if they want to activate it, they can. That's fine. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we've drawn just straight garbage this whole... I'm probably gonna have to block here and then destroy this. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8. Block here, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We block here, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll just do that, and if they pump it, then we just pop it. No? Okay. So we're dead regardless, so even if we don't pop it next turn, just like doesn't matter. But we're definitely going to have to maybe mull to ley line, because that seems to be the deciding factor here with their entire... Another Sorin. So we're going to lose 3 life? Is that what they're doing? Get down to 1. Wow. Just drew like 6 lands in a row. Alright, welcome to the final round. We are on the play. Let's hope we stop flooding like every other game we've had. Unfortunately. So this hand has a lot of great stuff, but no Lotus or stage or a way to get it. So it does have 2 dig cards. I mean, we might as well just try this. Right now we're 1 and 3. If anything, if we keep drawing the way we've been drawing, we're just going to draw 10 lands, so put that on the bottom. So we'll see how it goes. And we're up against a Luris deck. So probably... Okay. So this is probably like the like Cauldron Familiar deck, maybe? Or no? Not sure what this is, we'll see. So we're looking for Sylvan Scrying or just lands. Can't see them casting any spells. Maybe they just pass. That's good. Nice. The land. Maybe we're hitting our land drops. We're not going to play Vizier as a creature because they could be sitting on like Fatal Pushes and stuff like that. But this is like a black-red aggro deck. Yeah, Croxa. I'm just going to pitch the Swan Song because I don't think it's going to be useful here. Could use it to get rid of like one of their sacrifice spells, but alright, they missed a land drop. They didn't attack. Interesting. Emergent Ultimatum. Unfortunately, we have to pass. They hit their land drop. Another Croxa. Pitch Masterminds. Kind of all the gas we need. We don't really need to dig anything else. All we need are the Lotus Fields, and then we have the rest of the combo. But they do get to bring back a Croxa next turn. Alright, Sylvan Scrying's huge. Could get Lotus Field, play Lotus Field. Alright, that's a really good start. We might actually start, depending on how much pressure they have, we can always maybe just start with cycling and figure out if we can hit some more lands. So they don't have enough to bring back Kroxa. Go blank, main deck. So we'll pitch Vizier. And I mean, Ultimatum wins us the game. Or digs us deeper. I kind of want to keep Ultimatum here. Go blank hurts though. We're definitely gonna be bringing in ley lines for that. They're not attacking with this. I don't know why. Another strings. Man. So if they Kroxa us here, what are we gonna pitch? Maybe a strings. If we go 4-2, we have 6 mana. Let's see if we can do go strings to 2, 6, 10. Let's see. Go to 2. Let's see if we can swing this. So keep the green mana floating. So 3, 4. Have exactly enough for Ultimatum. Pretty good. We'll get our combo of Omniscience, Peer into the Abyss, and another Pour. So they'll give us Peer and Omniscience probably. Whatever they give us, we pretty much win. So that's good to identify. We don't necessarily need double Lotus Field as long as you have enough mana to untap with strings. Just might take a little bit to see. Because it doesn't happen very often. You're usually trying to dig for just that exact combo there. But fortunately it's turn 6 and our opponent has done nothing but make us discard. Kroxa says each, but Go Blank says target. So we're definitely going to be bringing in ley lines for Inevitable Thought Seizes and more Go Blanks. Alright, so cast Pour, cast Peer. I'm going to draw 23 cards. And then we're going to untap 2 lands, pitch a Grazer, see what we drew. So let's start by tapping this, playing stage, copying that. Now we have the mana to pop off from here. Yes, yes, no, okay. I haven't seen enough. Alright, so against this black-red aggro deck, we're definitely bringing in 3 Leyline of Sanctities. I'm not sure how good Anger is. I like Ugin in this matchup. Opponent's definitely going to be bringing in like their Duresses and Go Blanks, so they're like an aggro deck, so I think all 3 Angers are good. So I like this package here. Stern Dismissal could be a consideration. That would be that. So we can take out the Behold package again. Kind of board this out. And take out Swan Song, take out a land here. I mean, I guess maybe we don't need Ugin. Maybe that's like a little overkill. We could. It's hard to say because it's 8 mana and it kind of wipes the board, so it could be awesome. I mean, we have the ley lines, but we only have 1 land. So we're gonna pitch that. No lands, but ley line. Damn. I mean, we're gonna have to keep this. Unfortunately, there's no Leyline of Sanctity, so we're just gonna get destroyed here. We could go to 4 actually. Maybe 4 might have been better because we don't have any blue mana. And they're just gonna like Thoughtseize and Duress us. Yeah. So maybe. It's not the craziest thing. So they definitely have more hand disruption because they took Shimmer first, so most likely have something for anger here. It's gonna be definitely a grindy game. But if we can find Lotus, we should be good. 7 scrying, that's huge. So we'll go get Lotus and then we'll play this tapped, and then next turn we can have our mana set. And then if they don't have any more hand disruption, we can anger away their board. And then we just need to top deck some draw spells. Then tapped some more creatures maybe. We would love for them to just like overflow the board with creatures. Deadly Dispute. Okay. Luckily they didn't have like go blank. That would have been huge for them. They didn't attack again. I don't know why they keep not attacking. It's so weird. Hidden Strings. So we'll do that. So hopefully they don't have go blank to ditch our hand here. Harvest or Hive tapped. Another, I mean they're flooding the board, but they're just getting tokens out of it. Anyway, we're gonna block here because we're gonna anger next turn. It could be bait. I'm not sure what else they would have, but unless we draw something awesome to strings into. That's not awesome. We're gonna do this now just to save. They might have something to like kill like another Deadly Dispute. No, okay. So they might just do this end of turn. Yep. They got rid of Feed the Swarm. Why do it's weird that they bring these cards in, like these enchantment hate cards. I mean, it would hit Omniscience, but by the time we have Omniscience out, we already won. We have already won. So let's see what they do here. They could put Lurrus into hand if they want. Thoughtseize. Okay, they hit rid of our strings. Not the biggest deal, but kind of annoying. 3 mana, put Lurrus to hand. Guess we'll cycle this, see what we draw. That's a good one. What do we want to get? I mean, we could go get... We might just hold this actually because there's nothing we can get it, put it to hand, but we can't do anything with it. We could go get Ugin. Everything's just so awkward with Emergent. We might just do that now just to put it to our hand, and then maybe if we draw like a strings or something, we can just put Ugin to hand, and then we can just cast this. Not 100% sure on that one. Because if we just hold Fae, it could get Thoughtseize. This at least gets Thoughtseize, but we have a creature in play. But then maybe we could just like Fae for something else. Hopefully they don't shock this in. Okay, good. There's a Thoughtseize. So either way, something's getting... At least we have this in play, so we can always discard and bring this back to our hand. Play Lurrus? Yeah. They play Valdarin. And this blocks also. There's our hidden strings. So we definitely would have gotten to cast Ugin this turn. It stinks. So we'll just block until we can't block anymore. If nothing else, we can always activate that. All right. It's a little damper. So we're going to pitch Lotus Field. And they actually get to recast that. Yeah, I don't see how we're winning this one now. We're just... They kind of ripped our hand apart and we didn't draw what we needed. So 6, they do that. Yeah, I can't think of what we could draw here. Excuse me. There's anger. I meant the anger there. All right. We'll just concede there. So if we anger, we still take 6. Let's see, we'll bring in 1 Ugin over, I think, a Vizier. Actually, take out a Shimmer for like an Ugin here. All right, let's see if we can get a Leyline to start. No Leyline. We do have Thespian Stage and Lotus in hand, though. We have to keep this. This hand's too good not to keep. It sucks we don't have a Leyline, but it just has little everything. So then we just... I mean, they're going to have a lot of hand disruption, but we're going to have all our mana. And hopefully we can get there fast enough. So next time we can go Sylvan Scrying into Thespian Stage. That's good. No duress turn 1 or anything like that. So let's see. All right, Hidden Strings is good too. So we'll tap like this. Play that, play Sylvan Scrying, go get Thespian Stage. And then pass the turn. So we just need to draw some Pour for the Pages and some good spells here. And hopefully they don't have any annoying hand disruption spells. They didn't cast any Thoughtseize or anything. So they could have Go Blanks, but they just cast that, so it might not. 2 Disputes. There's the duress. Are they like casting them out of order or something? I don't understand that. I mean, I guess you could wait, but it just seems weird. Because like if I didn't have those lands and I cast Sylvan Scrying, then it's just like whatever, right? I'm gonna just do this now. I'm not gonna Vizier because I want to keep them in my hand. I don't want to cycle into better spells than what I have now. So if we draw 1 good spell, then we're just kind of get the pop off here. As long as they don't go blank my hand right now for these Viziers. Croaks is fine. Okay, that's totally fine. They fame that. Then they cycle and eat that. So they made the blood token. They famed to get the harvester back. They pitched a land. Come on, baby. Anger. Let's start by cycling, I guess. Poor, that's huge. All right, let's start with another cycle. Coast, we don't really like that. Go poor. Another anger. But not much else. Kind of stinks, huh? We'll hold the angers. Balagad. We'll keep Balagad on top. And then we will pass. So we're going to hold the angers because their board's not like threatening enough. And if they take one away, there's no way they have two hand disruption spells. And even if they go blank, we can just pitch these two. Another Deadly Dispute. Okay. So they're going to draw two. Probably drew a land. Yep. So we could have angered so that they didn't do that, but it's not the biggest deal again. So there's a Kroxa. I guess we'll pitch one anger because we won't take the damage and they're probably going to bring that back next turn. Yeah, they finally attacked. Just gonna block. Hopefully we draw some gas here. Any big spell just wins it for us. We just don't want to draw a land. That's like the main thing. No lands here. Oh, we knew we were drawing Balagad. That's right. So we can Balagad back. Let's cast it. We'll go get Poor. We can play out Thespian Stage. We can Poor, untap these two. Oh, that's great. We can Poor again. Maybe we can get some better things, but Ugin's like pretty good. Omniscience. Pitch 7 Scrying. Get a 7. Then we will cast Omniscience. We'll cast Anger here. Just so we can uptick with Ugin. So I guess there's Feed the Swarm fodder right here. But if they go Kroxa, we can just minus on Ugin. So we have a pretty good board state right now. Bloodthirsty Adversary with haste. They pay once, and they can put a counter on it. So now it's a 3/3 with haste. Now there's Feed the Swarm, so they get to destroy Omniscience. Alright, well there's Feed the Swarm. They attack Ugin down. We're probably just gonna go to face and just anger here. That's funny that Feed the Swarm ended up working out. Balagate Recovery. Yeah, Balagate Recovery has been really good for us. 3, 4, 5. Discard Scrying. Cycle here, see if we can draw something. Oh. Yeah, if we had Omniscience in play, we would have won, but it's okay. Can Fae get us? Fae could get us Emergent Ultimatum. Let's Shimmer first. Hidden Strings. Yes, yes, no. So now we have access to 9 mana. So we want to cast Granite here. Cook it Ultimatum. Anger. Go upstairs. Cast Fae. Look at that. Perfect. Perfect sequencing. Use all our mana. So they have 1 turn. So they're going to bring back Kroxa. If they bring back Kroxa, they lose, because then we just get to swing in the air and uptick Ugin. Alright, they take Ultimatum, that's fine. So that's what it looks like they're doing? Yeah, that's fine. So then they just lose in this. Okay. I can't imagine them having like a Fatal Push or something. They better not have anything to do with my upkeep. Oh, poor. Okay, let's attack. Nice, okay. Not nice, but we got there, I guess, for the 2-3. We went 2-0, 1-2, 1-2, 1-2, and all of these 1-2s were just, we flooded out. We drew 5 lands in a row, like every game. So those were super like high variance, not very fortunate with these. So yeah, let's look at the deck. What did we think about the Dark Petition Behold the Beyond package? I didn't really care for it compared to the original, the typical list that we run. Usually when the opponent had Narset in play, we were kind of already losing, so we didn't get to utilize this package. And then when we were already winning, we just kind of did the normal Peer, Omniscience, and Pour Over the Pages package. So I think it doesn't seem necessary. It's like cute, but it's kind of like whatever. Dark Petition I could see being like a one of in my new list, because it was really cool to just get whatever we needed and have spell mastery. That came up once or twice in this league. I usually haven't been running Mastermind's Acquisition, but I really liked it in this list, so I'm probably going to add that as well. We usually run at least 3 Faes, so this is kind of like 2. So we might go up to like 2 Faes and 1 Mastermind's Acquisition. Swan Song did not come up either. It's kind of like again, another like cutesy main board counterspell that can work, but it doesn't counter Narset, which is like a huge deal. As far as the sideboard goes, I really liked the addition of Leyline of Sanctity. I'm definitely going to add that to my list as well. And then the normal package of Approach, Thought Distortion, Anger, Ugins were great. Natural State, I might trim that down to 2. I did kind of miss Mystical Dispute. I know that's more of like a reactive spell. Obviously, so is Natural State, but the counterspell aspect of it, I really, I think is pretty powerful. If we look at the list that I ran in my previous video, we can see in the main board, we're running 2 Peer and 2 Emergent Ultimatum. I think that's like a good number. I think 3 Emergent Ultimatum was too many, and I ended up having to trim 1 each time. We also went down 1 Pour. Pour's kind of like one of the best enablers in the deck, so going down 1 Pour was kind of weird. This list is running Baral. It's kind of like a flex spot. You don't have to do it, but when you're going off, Baral hidden strings for 1 mana. So you're going up 5 mana is huge. There's our 3 Fae of Wishes. So yeah, we could go down 1 Fae and go up a Mastermind's Acquisition if we wanted. Galvanic Iteration, again, another flex spot we could also use. And then in our sideboard, this variation is running, that I was running, has 2 Anger, kind of has similar things with Mystical, has a lot of Mystical Dispute instead of the Leyline of Sanctity, but I do like 9 Lives and Supreme Verdict. They're really good like catch-alls. So I'll have to think about how I want to approach the deck going forward. It was fun. We didn't really get to use the Behold the Beyond package for Narset, but I can see it being useful. But I think overall the core of the deck is the most powerful point. I'd say try the deck out, see what you think. Feel free to let me know if you do run it, what you thought about the ley lines or the Behold the Beyond package. But yeah, hopefully you don't flat out as hard as we did. But that'll do it for me. Thanks so much for watching. Again, make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below. Really supports the channel. And we'll see you next time. Peace.